If you're working from 9 to 5, my solution to you would be when you get home, take an hour or two off and then work from 8 to 2 in the morning on your business. Because you done slaved all week, 9 to 5, working for the next man to build his company. Why can't you take 5 hours to build your company? Welcome to Until Next Time. I'm your host, Leroy. On these episodes, we're going to learn how to get the bag, how to fall in love correctly, and talk entrepreneurship the right way, not the wrong way, but the way that we were supposed to. And hopefully on this journey, you'll learn something. So in the meantime, in between time, let's rock out. So with the topic at hand, it's really mostly about how do you push forward, right? Because we know there's a lot of stepping stones that are out there. There's a lot of obstacles that pop up day to day. There could be situations where you go to work and your gas runs out, or there's situations where, I don't know, maybe your significant other is cursing you out throughout the day and you're just trying to do the right thing, whether it be you getting money, you trying to be a good dad, trying to be a good mom, whatever it is. But the main thing everybody has to really focus on is just putting that work in and actually pushing forward. I think there's like a huge like misstep, or how can I put it? Misguidance mainly when it comes to this topic, because again, who do you ask for help from? As an entrepreneur, I know me personally, because I'm like the leader of the pack in most cases, there's no one I can actually go and run and get help from. Pushing forward forces you to literally take charge as a leader. The reason I'm saying that mainly because, man, there's going to be sleepless nights. There's going to be times when you just don't want to do it, but you still got to push forward. And that's what this is all about, just mainly pushing forward. Because again, your kids need you. Your family needs you. You have to be the one that actually takes the charge and actually push forward with whatever you're doing. And I'm going to keep saying the word push forward because there's a lesson behind it. A couple of my mentors that I actually follow and listen to, high level guys, right? So we're talking about like millions of dollars that they make, and they're always on the push forward method, right? The method of the push forward is that, any situation that may arise, no matter what the hell it is, you figure it out and you push forward. So whatever's uncomfortable for you, you push forward. That's it. That's really it. That's all. Like, it seems crazy, right? Because you could wake up one day and not really want to do anything with your day, right? And it's really up to you to decide, like, today I'm just going to get up and just do what I need to do. That's it. Like, don't worry about anybody. Just don't worry about anything. Just get up and push forward. It could be a 9 to 5 job that you're at and you are stuck and you don't want to be there. Push forward. And a big part of pushing forward, everyone, just so that you're very clear, the goal is not to work a 9 to 5 or just be this, mundane person in a relationship that's just trash. It's to push forward. Okay, so with that being said, a tip for pushing forward to me is, if let's say for instance, let's take it from a low level to a high level, right? If there's a situation in my life where I know my car just broke down, right? The average person would be like, damn, my car broke down. I can't work. I can't do X, Y, Z, LMNOP. Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hop on the bus. Okay. I'm going to push forward and do what I need to do to make sure the money comes in so I can fix my car. You don't wait for everyone else to just help solve the issue. And I think that's what's wrong with the society like nowadays, because everyone waits until the issue could be solved for them rather than pushing forward. I hope that a lot of people really understand this. And that's really where I personally feel a lot of people are getting crippled from, because you guys aren't thinking smart. You guys aren't delegating your money right. You guys aren't doing anything in order to push forward. That's the problem. So with pushing forward, you'll have people in your life that just basically aren't going anywhere, right? Or they just are stagnant. There's people like that. There's people that just want to, not really do much. They think that money's the root of all evil and whatever the case is, but yet you might be the high-spirited one out of the entire camp, whether it be your family, your loved ones, whoever. And if you don't push forward, who else will? You're just going to wait in the pack? That's really what's going to happen. You're just going to wither away. And my philosophy is that God always gives people like gifts, and he always gives people like inspiration. And also there's certain things people come into your life for, right? Now, you might be the one that breaks the mold and actually breaks that generational curse in order to move forward. So you have to push forward. That's the whole point about this all. Like, it's not about just, pissing your life away. That's number one. That's not what it is. Like, you can't just chill around all day smoking weed. And I understand there's a lot of people that's probably watching me. Y'all smoke weed. Great. I get it. But you can't be pushing forward all the time and just like be smoking weed, especially nowadays with the weed that they got. The weed that they got right now, just so y'all know, is all genetically modified anyway. Like, yeah, as soon as let me make sure y'all understand this. As soon as the government took legal marijuana, you understand, it's not natural no more, right? Not only is it not natural, but they're adding stuff to it, flavors, whatever, in order to get you guys all stupid and slow so that you don't push forward. Now, I understand marijuana does help a lot of people, so I understand. Look, if you're gonna get marijuana, just go to Jamaica and get the pure stuff. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong about it, but for me, in order to move forward, I don't focus on smoking marijuana. That's just what it is. I also don't smoke cigarettes. I have friends that smoke cigarettes. More power to you. But in order to push forward, you must lead a healthy lifestyle, right? And I'm not going to be a big hypocrite here, because when I say healthy lifestyle, I'm pretty sure we all eat trash. Like, not trash literally, but the food that we eat is all trash. But again, if you're trying to push forward, a step of moving forward and pushing forward is getting your health in order, is getting your mental capacity in order for you to live longer, in order for your family to have you here while you are here. That's the goal. So when you're smoking like cigarettes or whatever the case is, you're dwindling your life. If you're smoking weed, again, more power to you. But statistically, it does make you a little bit, laggy at times. It may not do that to Snoop Dogg. Like, it may not do that to Wiz Khalifa. But for the majority of people, like, that's just what it is. I'm not going to wake up every day and smoke 10 blunts a day. That's not pushing forward. I'm just keeping all the way 1,000 with y'all. I get it. It is cool. It seems cool. But in order to move forward and push forward, because that's the whole model we're going to push and talk about today, is pushing forward, there has to be something else. There has to be something else. I did not make you guys specifically designed in this image in order for you not to push forward, in order for you not to like show everyone his glory, is what I'm saying. And you guys have to really understand that fact and understand why you're here, because everyone is here for a specific reason. Every last one of you guys listening to me is here for a specific reason. I don't care if you're a janitor, if you are the mayor, if you are the bum on the street, you're here for a specific reason. However, you have to push forward. So let me give you an example of pushing forward again. Let's say you are at a dead-end job, because a lot of people go into depressions about being in the dead-end job, so on and so forth. The thing is, in order to push forward, you got to either do one of two things: get another job or start your own business, your side business. If you're working from 9 to 5, my solution to you would be, when you get home, take an hour or two off and then work from 8 to 2 in the morning on your business, because you done slaved all week, 9 to 5, working for the next man to build his company. Why can't you take 5 hours to build your company? That's the goal here. And I understand it. I'm a real estate investor, so I'm speaking literally from the heart, because I get what you guys are going through. I have friends that need help. I have friends that I have helped. And my goal that everybody, well, let me back up. The goal that I'm hoping that everybody gets and understands is you have to push forward. I don't care what you do for a living. What's the next step? Like seriously, think about this. Like, what is the next step in order for you guys to push forward? Because nobody's going to push more than you. That's the thing. You think there's people out here that's going to give handouts? There's nobody that's going to come save you. And that's the reality of it. So if we know nobody's going to come save us, you have to save yourself. And if you have children, you have to save yourself in order to save them. I hope that really doesn't go over your heads, because a lot of people really get that misconstrued. So in order to push forward, I'm going to give a couple of advice to women. Ladies, if you are a young woman and you are in a relationship, and I know love is love, right? I know every woman in the world is destined and geared for love. However, ladies, let me be very frank with you. Don't fall in love too young. Don't fall in love too early. Don't fall in love with the wrong guy. Don't have babies by the wrong guy. Okay? The reason I say that is because you guys are the most delicate things in the world. And pushing forward means you need to go to college. Why? Because that's really what's going to save a lot of you ladies. I've seen a lot of ladies, get with a guy, get pregnant, and then, let everything else wither. That's not even cool. I know it seems cute because you may have met the man of your life or whatever the case is, but you have to push forward. Men respect you, ladies, more than you think. And the way that you can actually get more respect from a man is by standing on your ground, getting some education behind you, showing that man that, like I went to college, I got an education. Yeah, my family is kind of messed up. I don't know my dad or whatever, but guess what? I got a PhD in XYZ elemental P. That gets you respect. You don't get respect by just, lamping around with some guy getting pregnant, because let's be real. All these guys want is sex also. And gentlemen, let's be real. All these ladies want specific things also. So if you're not pushing forward and you're not grinding, you're not doing what you need to do, what do you think is going to happen? Nothing. Ladies don't respect men that don't make money. And that's a fact. It's unheard of. They might care, but they don't respect it. Because why? Because you're a provider. So as a man, you must provide. But for the ladies, specifically for the ladies, make sure you take care of yourself, especially if you're going to try to be an entrepreneur. Now, let's back up. So I'm a real estate investor, right? There's a lot of ladies that I do know that are realtors, they're adjusters, they're title agents, and so on and so forth. But you know what I've been seeing, and this is the harsh reality of it, they are the women that came from a background of school, like they went to college. And I'm always going to promote college for ladies because, to be honest with you, if all else fails, your education will take you further. That's the only reason I'm actually pushing it for you. Now, do I think the education system is a little bit wanky? Yeah, I actually do. I don't think the education system is going to take everyone where you need to be. I think the education system is a bunch of crap. Why? Because I'll be completely frank with you guys and think about this. Why would you go to college? Okay. And listen, I know I just said the things about the ladies, so don't crucify me by what I'm about to say next. But when you go to college, you're going to college to become a doctor. You're going to college to become a doctor, and you're learning from a teacher or professor that has not been a doctor. Where in the world does this make sense? You're paying a ton of money to become a doctor for the next, 6 years or so, wasting 6 years of your life just to make $200,000 a year. Now, I say that with emphasis because as a real estate investor, I could have invested $50,000 and then I could have sold the property in a year or less and made the same $200,000. That's when the numbers didn't add up for me. So for me specifically, I never went to college. So when I'm talking, it's from a person that didn't go to college. And I understand college is great. Listen, I have a lot of friends that went to college. The only thing I really appreciate about college is that it builds stability and it also helps you as far as like becoming a grown person, like a grown man, woman, whatever. But let's not get it twisted. Having your own business, funding your own business, and doing what God gave you as a God-given purpose is more important than all that. So ladies, please understand, once you go to college and you graduate and you're making money, do not still stay stagnant. You have to even push forward at that level, because once you get out of college, yeah, you're going to be making, $100,000 a year, whatever it is you're going to make a year. Let's say you're a nurse or whatever. Take that money, ladies, and invest in yourself. Whether it be starting your own beauty salon, whether it be starting your own hair product company or clothing line. A lot of ladies are online killing it with e-commerce. I don't know how women are not seeing this. And that's the God honest truth. Women are killing it online right now with e-commerce. By e-commerce, if you don't know what e-commerce is, that's when you sell online on Shopify or whatever, like Fashion Nova is e-commerce. Okay. You start your own clothing brand and then you just sell your product. You buy it for a shirt for $3, you sell it for $25. Basic subtraction and addition. That's what I want you guys to actually understand, because you need to look into this. The jobs in America right now are also going away. So in order to push forward, what do you think the big tech giants are doing? They're pushing forward with AI, right? So if we know they're pushing forward with AI, what does that mean for you? Do you think there's going to be an AI that's going to take away like a brick and mortar business or a business that needs a human there? No, you have to get into a business where you're going to be needed in the future. And yes, you could use AI. I use AI right now too. But guess what? AI is not going to replace me. AI is not going to build a house for me. But AI doesn't have my brain, doesn't know how I think. They probably can know how I think the way that it's working, but for the current time being, it's not going to do what I can do. So guess what? I'm irreplaceable. That's it. You want to make yourself irreplaceable at some point. You understand, guys? Like that's really what it is. I just want you guys to really understand that the goal is not to be broke in life. The goal is actually to get this money so you can make the God happy, your family happy, your significant other, and everyone in your life happy. And hopefully you can be a blessing to someone. Until next time.